Bearcat Hoop, first edition of our origin story campaign. And our origin story campaign is based on, number one, Coach Kip loving comic books, which none of the recruits know about until they already commit. Then I tell them that I love comic books. But I've got co-captain, senior to be, co-captain Justus Eaglesmith here with me today, and I've given him some of the questions in advance. And J.E., full disclosure, I stole this from some other teams on social media, but I think it's a fantastic idea. And during COVID-19, man, we're all looking for content anyway. So why not have an excuse to catch up with you and all the other players as we go through it? So first and foremost, for everybody out there, how are you and the family doing during the pandemic?
We're doing really well, actually. So that's something that I'm happy about. I think right now is a great time to kind of reflect back on what's important. And for me, that's family and making sure family is good. And it's a really like rejuvenating and happy experience, honestly.
That's awesome. That's great to hear, because it's always a weird question for me to ask. Like, how you doing during the worst crisis the world's seen in half a century? But I appreciate your perspective. So we're going to get rolling here, man. I'm going to share my screen so the people watching on YouTube now can see us talking. And let's get right to it. Give us name, class, number, position. Give us your whole superhero name here.
Gotcha. So Justus Eaglesmith, I am going to be a senior in 2020 to 2021. I am number 20. I am a shooting guard / point guard, kind of a combo guard, whatever coach needs me to be, honestly. I'm not even from a town. That's what's funny. And the guys on the team hate hearing me say this because I say it all the time. Have you heard of a place called Genesee, California? And then I go to the nearest thing to that, and all my small town followers know about that. But yeah, so I'm from a small ranch area, I'll say, called Genesee, California. It's in the mountains, middle of nowhere, kind of by Chico, but I'm in California.
Gotcha.
And kind of going into like superhero. Interestingly enough, I might be weird for this, but like I really like the Joker, and that's not at all superhero, but
even
like
before the movie and all the fame, just you
oh god, yeah. Okay. Something, because I loved psychology, and like something a lot of people don't know about me is I used to I wanted to work in an insane asylum, because something about like the way people tick or don't tick like intrigues me.
Okay.
And how everybody thinks that their perception of the world is the truth. So I like the Joker because he was crazy, but he was super charismatic.
Yes, that's very true. You know, that's a great point, because in all the movies of Batman that Joker's been in, the actor portraying Joker typically steals the movie. Yeah. You know, for Batman's pretty straight-laced. I like that. So flipping it now, J.E., as a basketball player, when you're on, you know, when you're playing at the height of your powers, what is the power you bring to the team?
So I'm a sniper. I'm a shooter. That's what I do, and I'm very proud of it. But
I love it, and that's what we deploy you to do. What is the origin of that power? So take us back to when, like you mentioned, growing up in the mountains and, you know, kind of isolated. What is the origin of this long distance shooting ability that you bring to the team?
So something interesting, kind of like how Superman everybody knows he's impenetrable. He's super strong. He's super fast, but he's also got laser eyes.
Yep.
So specifically about me, shooting was something I taught myself to have because of the situation. I needed to know how to shoot at the collegiate level because people are longer. I'm like I was saying with Superman, my secondary superpower is I'm quick. I'm super quick. And that was originally my superpower, and getting to the rim, being super quick at that. But then in college, you got guys with long arms, longer arms, athletic guys like Jordan Jenkins. You know, you gotta have more to stretch the floor and provide more value to the team and multiple assets. But something with my jump shot that I love talking about was out in the woods. There's a hill at the bottom of where my hoop is. So if I missed it, I would have to go run and get that ball from the bottom of the hill. So I learned to kind of develop a consistent jump shot out on the rocks.
Purely to avoid conditioning. I love it.
Yeah, I'll always avoid conditioning.
How have you honed that skill in this this crazy time we're living in? people that follow Bearcat Hoop have seen your TikToks, but go kind of talk about how have you tried to hone it and keep your superpower ready during the crisis we're all living through.
Yeah. So something else that I like to talk about now is I'm learning a lot about how to actually develop yourself as a player. There's a lot of stuff on social media that talks about, oh, they got all these terms for it too. Do the inverted cross, do a step back. It's always a hezzy cross step back. You see all that all over social media, but I'm starting to learn, like, to any players that are watching this, high school players, if you want to know how to become a system player and get recruited to a college, you look at where in your offense can you score the basketball efficiently. So first of all, it starts with, like, catch and shoot. Can you consistently go out and make 10 catch and shoot shots in a row? No, then that's what you need to work on every day until you can consistently do that. And efficient fundamental moves is what social media is not showing, because a lot of guys, like a lot of trainers are they'll show, like, oh, they worked out with, I'm just saying LeBron, but
Yeah.
worked out with LeBron, he does a step back, and they say, oh yeah, I taught him that. See, we did it in here, and this is when he did it in the game. But that's just putting rims on a Bugatti. They didn't build the Bugatti.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah. So in summary, what I'm saying is, right now, what I'm doing is I'm just, making sure my strength is even stronger, and I'm just working on that and rehabbing for my hip right now. So it's a good time to just work on form shooting and then go home and watch film.
Excellent. Origin story, co-captain, senior to be, Justus Eaglesmith. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Look at you. You're a machine, J.E.